pages of the activity, so just jumping in. Again, we're finding the equations of these 2 points. So they already give us an intercept. So we already know our intercept is -4. Okay, so we're going to find our slope. Our slope is going to be -2 minus -4 over 4 minus 0. Okay, so by doing that, we have actually adding a positive 4 here. So it's going to give us a positive 2 over 4. Simplify to 1/2. So we have a slope equaling 1/2. Okay, so we already have everything we need to make a line. So we have y equals 1/2 x minus 4. Okay, so we're going to put that for our line 1. Y equals 1/2 x minus 4. All right, moving on to our line 2. They don't give us an intercept, so we will have to find that. So let's find our slope first. So we have -5 minus -3 over -2 minus 2. Okay, I'm going to just get these signs figured out. So we have -5 plus 3, so -2. -2 plus -2 is -4. It's going to be a positive 1/2 again, right? Because we're dividing two negatives. Okay, so plugging that in, right, because we now have our slope is 1/2. So we're going to find b, so we're going to plug in an x and y value. So I'm just going to use 2 and -3. So we have a y equaling -3. We have our slope of 1/2 times our x, 2, plus b. Okay, -3, so we're going to simplify this. 2 times 1/2 is just 1. Okay, so we're going to subtract 1. So b is by itself, and then -3 plus -1 is -4. Okay, so we have a intercept and we have a slope. So we are good to make our line y equals 1/2 x minus 4. Okay, so we're noticing something here. These are the same line, right? So just as what we're showing here, 1/2 x minus 4. I'm going to use substitution, right, because they can equal each other. That's going to just simplify to 0 equals 0. Right, so that's a sign that we have an all real number situation. So let's graph our lines real quick, or line, really. So we have 0, -4, and we have 4, -2. Okay, so connecting those two lines and then kind of extending it there again. If it's not straight, that's okay. So we have our line 1. So we're going to switch colors here real quick so we can see what's going on here. So our line 2, our 2 points, are 2, -3, and 2, -5. Okay, those are on the same line, right? So when you extend it with that same slope, we're going to see this is line 1 and line 2. So when will x and y have all the same values for these two equations? Any. Infinite possible solutions or all real numbers. I'm just going to use the symbol for this one. All right. Final page. We have no intercept, so we will have to find that b, right? So -7 minus 2, -3 minus 6. Okay, I'm just going to get these figured out. So we have -7 plus -2, which is -9, and -3 plus -6. So that's going to give you a -9, which is giving us a +1 because you divided two negatives. Okay, so we're just going to plug that in. I'm going to use the value 6, 2. So we have 2. Our slope is 1 times our x, which here is we're using a 6 plus b. Okay, just to clean this up a bit, we actually have just 6 plus b. We're going to subtract 6 from both sides, leaving us -4 equals b. So we have our slope, we have our b value or our intercept value. So we are ready to write that line, x minus 4. Okay, so we have y equals x minus 4. Okay, for our next one, again, no intercept, so we will have to find that b. So we have -7 minus -5 over -1 minus 5. Okay, I'm going to get these signs kind of figured out. So we're actually adding a 5 here and adding a -5 on the bottom. So -7 plus 5 is -2. the negative 1 plus negative 5, negative 6. We can simplify this to a positive 1/3. Okay, so we have a slope equaling 1/3. Okay, we're going to plug this in. I'm just going to use the 5, negative 5. Okay, so we have negative 5 as our y. Our slope is 1/3. Our x value is 5 plus b. Okay, so it's giving us negative 5 equals 5/3 plus b. Okay, something I'm just going to do here is I'm going to just multiply everything by 3 just to get rid of, I just don't want to do adding fractions, so we're going to get rid of this fraction. So that's going to give us negative 15 equals 15, or not 15, 5, sorry, 5 plus b, right, because we're canceling those out. So we're going to minus or subtract 5 from both sides, leaving us, I'm going to just move over to the side here. So we have negative 20 equals, sorry, give me 1 second. So again, that's why we got to make sure we know what we did here. 3 times b is 3b. There we go. So that's leaving us negative 20 equals 3b. Sorry about that. So you got to make sure, remember when you distribute, that's why I said there's lines. Those lines are helpful. All right, so we're going to divide 3 from both sides. We have negative 20 over 3 equals b. All right, so we have a slope and we have a b value. So we have y equals 1/3 x minus 20 over 3. So y equals 1/3 x minus 20 over 3. All right, so I'm going to first make them equal to each other, right? So because they both are the same, they both equal to y. So we have x minus 4 equals 1/3 x minus 20 over 3. Okay, I'm going to multiply everything by 3 just to get rid of fractions because I do not like to add and subtract fractions. I'm just going to get rid of it. So by doing that, so we have 3x, right, minus 12 equals, okay, we have these 3's cancel out, right, because that's going to be 3 times 1/3, which is just now x, or 1 times x, minus 20. Okay, so we're going to subtract x, okay, that's going to get us 2x. We're going to add 12 to get rid of that to both sides. Then we have 2x equals negative 8. Okay, divided by 2, we have x equals negative 4. Okay, we're going to plug it into that first one because I'm not dealing with fractions, right? So we have negative 4 minus 4. What is our y? Simplifying that, we get negative 8. So we have a point of negative 4, negative 8. Okay, so we're going to graph these two lines to see if that is the intersection that it makes. So we have line 1, 6, 2, negative 3, negative 7. Okay, so we're going to connect these 2 points. It's a little wonky, but it's going to be okay. We should at least get a close intersection here. We're going to switch colors. So we have line 2. 5, negative 5, and negative 1, negative 7. So negative 1, negative 7. Okay, so then we have these 2 lines connect. And we're going to extend it here, and we're going to extend it here. So we should be seeing an intersection at negative 4 and negative 8. So let's check. Negative 4, negative 8. So my lines, we can fix this a little bit. If I went straight here, that is where they would intersect. But at least it's close, right? Because if it's graphing by hand, you're going to have some wonky lines. So we have the same answer of negative 4, negative 8.